Hi everyone, Jeremy here from Video Studio, and today a quick video to share with you a bunch of free assets from our narrative bundle. The narrative bundle compiles 5 of our best pack and over 400 assets that can help you elevate the quality of your stories. It's available right now on our website. If you want to get an idea if this bundle is right for you, I'll share with you in this video a compilation of 13 different assets from the bundle that you can download for free right now using the link in the description below. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, so you can download the narrative bundle sample with the link in the description below. You will get the zip file, just double click to unzip it. Then in the folder, you'll find a couple of things. You'll get the license, the installation instruction, the DRFX file, and the font. Please make sure to install all the font, otherwise the asset will not work because DaVinci will not know what font to use. So just select all the fonts in the folder, and then you can just double click on that to start the installation process. Then you can go over to your DRFX file and double click on this to prompt open that window right here. And then here, select install. I've already have it installed, so it offers me to overwrite instead, but just select whatever appear here. Then once in DaVinci Resolve, you can go over to Effect, Titles, and then Video Editor Studio. Just open that and you will find here Bundle Sample. If you have already some of our other sample, that will appear here as well. But right now we want to check the narrative and we'll have the 13 different assets showing up right there. This video is just going to be a quick overview to show you what you could do with those assets. Each of those assets got a dedicated tutorial, so I will link to that in the description below. If you want to go a bit more in depth on how to use them, that will be available down in the description. All right, so with this sample, you have a wide variety of assets that you can start using. First off, here we have some background. So let's say I'm bringing here that first one and then that second one for the history pack. So the first one right here is an animated background from our personal branded pack, and then the second one right here is another background from our history pack. One thing that you might notice as I'm playing it right now is that we are getting a little bit of bending on both of them because they are using grain, and basically the way DaVinci Resolve is processing grain, sometimes you need to recache whatever parameter of the title to be able to, avoid that bending. So here's just toggle that on off, and that will solve that bending issue. And that's going to be actually a common thing that you might find across different assets. There is just some that's going to be heavier to play, like for example, timeline, because of the complexity of the asset. There is a lot of flexibility in those templates. You can move stuff around very easily, but that does require a bunch of, expression and stuff like that that makes the title heavier to play. So for example, if we take that timeline, right now the playback by default on a 30 FPS timeline is at around 7 FPS compared to, for example, this highlight title right here that is a lot simpler. Now when we're playing it, we're getting 30 FPS without an issue, and the playback is very smooth because there is a less built-in feature and is less resource intensive on DaVinci Resolve. So what I always recommend people to do is simply to go over to playback, then here run the cache, select smart instead of none. That's just going to bring above all of your motion graphic asset that red bar that's going to turn from red to blue, and when it's fully blue, that means that the title has been fully cached in and you will get real-time playback. So now, as you can see, as I'm playing this, we're getting 30 FPS right away without any problem. Just keep in mind that if you are making any changes to your title, it will need to be a recache after. So just make all of the changes that you need to do on a static aspect. And then once that has been cached in, you can just play it back and you will get real-time playback. Now, another detail to know about all of those assets, they will work on both horizontal and vertical timeline and with any frame rate. For the vertical aspect ratio, it has not always been the case that it was working by default. There was often a workaround to make it work in the past, but we figured out a way to make it work by default with any vertical aspect ratio. So now if you go over here and just create, let's say, a new timeline, we're just gonna switch it here to, let's say, a HD format for Instagram, use vertical resolution instead, create that. Now let's go back to effect, and let's say we want to bring that intro card, bring that in. Now, as you can see, it's adapting to the vertical aspect ratio and we're not getting any distortion. Now, still something to be aware of is that some of them have been designed to be used on horizontal and not on vertical because they are using the entirety of a vertical timeline. So for example, this one right here will not necessarily be the best choice for something vertical just by the nature of the design. If you decided to try to make it fit, you can always, resize the thing, move it around, etc. But as you can see right now, it's not really made to be used for that kind of context. In that scenario, for example, maybe using something that is a bit more straight will work better. Here you could then reduce the overall size and then center that or keep it lower. But same thing here, because it's so stretched out horizontally, that's not necessarily like the best fit for something vertical. But for example, if you need a timeline like this for vertical aspect, there is plenty of them inside of the full bundle in our narrative timeline pack. Those are just a sample of the pack to just give you an idea of what you could do with them. But there is so much more. As I said, over 400 different assets across those 5 different packs included in the bundle. Now, the way those packs have been created is so that the asset can be used in combination with each other to create more interesting compositions. So for example, here, as I mentioned earlier, we just dragged 2 backgrounds from those packs. Now we could, for example, take an intro card and use it on either one of the backgrounds. So here we could have that simple introduction right there on a clean, dark background, or we could have it on here, the red background, and it will already just change the look of it quite considerably. You can obviously extend the duration of any of the title and it will retain the animation in and the animation out. You have also generally a bunch of flexibility in terms of what you can do with the title. So here the animation in is lasting 2 seconds, but you can choose to make that faster or to make that slower. So here, if instead we would like it to be 4 seconds and be a lot slower, we could just change that right here in the inspector. And now, as you can see, animation is just a lot slower to complete. So you'll generally see across every of our asset, those kind of control for the animation in and for the animation out. And then in between, you'll generally find drop down with more stuff that you can customize for the visual aspect of the title. So for example, here with main title, we can change the text. We can change, obviously, the size, the color to just fit whatever we want for a project. If we want to change the font, we can easily do that right here. We could reduce, as I mentioned, the size and pretty much everything else right here to make that look exactly how we want it to look. So those simple like titles or intro card, or for example typography like here with them simple like Socrates title animation, those are very straightforward and easy to use. You generally just have the type of animation, the control for that, and then the text control. So nothing too crazy about it. They are just very simple and easy to use, and generally they are the one that are playing at 30 FPS or whatever frame rate your timeline is at directly with real-time playback. When things sometimes get more heavy and complicated is whenever we are getting into assets that are more complex, like for example those bullet point or those timeline assets. As you can see right now, there is quite a lot more control with this. So we have not only the animation control, but we have also functionality control to adjust certain things within the layout of the title. So for example, here we can adjust the number of points. So instead of 10, we could do 5. Then we could choose the point spacing to have them being further apart, for example, and create more space between each of the individual points while retaining exactly the same distance between each one of them. We could switch here, for example, the position from left to right. We also have control over the animation that are a bit more tailored in the sense that we could have everything appearing, one by one, or we could decide to add point as we go. So here, for example, I have 5 points. I could then easily make a cut further along in my title. And then here in my cut, I'm going to switch to individual, and I'm going to switch the point from 5 to 6. And so now we basically have our first animation with 5 points coming in. then a bunch of time ellipsing, and then we're gonna have the 6 point coming in where we made our cut. I'm going into a lot more detail on that specific video. That's linked in the description below to really understand how to use those kind of assets, which might be confusing if you're a beginner. If you're an experienced editor, I think that's pretty straightforward. We've made them as easy as possible to just edit and customize. So now, for example, if we'd like to add like a 7th point, you can just go wherever you want to add the 7th point, make a cut here on the asset, and now you simply need to switch from 6 to 7. And that's it, and just repeat that as much as you want. Obviously, you also have control over, like, you know, the entire look of the asset, the color of the bullet point, the font that are being used, the text, so on and so forth. This specific title is meant to be used, for example, here with the info card. So, for example, if you have an image or a video in the background and you want that to pop up a little bit more, here I'm just gonna increase the background. Here we go. Then we're gonna have that asset here, info card pack sample, which is just like a slide right here that can help you create separation with your background. So right now there is transparency, but we could choose to, for example, increase the transparency so it's more of a solid, and then we could just take that info card title, drag that right above here, just choose the timing. We could move it a bit forward, for example, so there is a slight delay between the moment where the card is appearing and then the bullet point. Here we go. And then we can just make some further adjustment by making, let's say, the card, instead of being white, making it dark, so it's helping everything to pop up a little bit. Then we can increase here the scale to make sure that it's taking more of the screen. We could adjust the corner radius to make it very rounded, or to make it here without any corner. And now you have a clean bullet point just showing up with like that slide, and then all the point coming one by one. Again, I will link in the description below to a video that explains how to use those two specific assets in great detail, as well as any other assets that we've been using so far. Now, timeline assets share similar functionality to those bullet point. So here we have, for example, the one from the narrative timeline, and we have the one from the personal branded pack. So here, for example, in the narrative timeline one, you could have exactly the same logic of having the point showing all at once and then adding individual one sequentially. So you can also choose the amount of point that you want, the spacing between all of them here on the axis. You can have control over the animation. You have also the flip, where you can just move that around wherever you want on screen, and then the general, you know, customization for each of the element that you're seeing on screen. Pretty much, if you're seeing it, you can modify it. And that will be the case for all of our assets across all of our packs. And then we have assets that are a bit more specific and niche in their usage, but I think are very useful. For example, we have that Google title, which just mimic a Google search. And it has been made with like a LED type of effect that kind of emulate like if a screen were recorded with like a camera, to just give it that realistic vibe. There is so much stuff that you can modify here in the LED effect, where you can, you know, for example, make it very saturated to make it look kind of like CRT, like, you know, in the early 2000s, for example. It's kind of like a very vintage, interesting look. There is also some built-in angle. So here you can switch from, for example, a wide angle to something a bit more 3D, to then the focus being only on the button, or the focus being here only on the text. And you can basically keyframe those to get a sequence. So here you could, for example, start from full screen, then having the text being started to be written, drop a keyframe here, then move a frame forward, switch that to the text follow, and then whenever the text is done, drop another keyframe, and then you could just go to, let's say, cursor focus, and then you will basically have that wide angle, then we're switching to follow text, and then we're switching to clicking on the button. Again, there is so much customization here. This title is a bit more complex, so I will let you refer to the full video where I break down how to use it. Now, if you want to display information in another way, we have also this title right here that could help you display documents or page book and stuff like that easily just from a screenshot. So you just need to upload here a screenshot with a white background and you will get that interesting texture through your text. If I zoom in, as you can see right here, we get a bunch of displacement on the text that give it texture and realism. We also have, as we play, some texture and dust, looping, which give it a more organic look. I do believe that if you're just getting started and you're a beginner, with our free starter pack and here this narrative bundle, as well as other of our bundle sample that you can download on our website, we have cinematic, explainer, infographic, as well as content creator sample bundle. It gives you all the assets you need to create very interesting videos, and that without spending any money and just getting the ball rolling. Here, for example, as I said, we could just take a background, then take a simple intro, and already right now we have the intro to our video, for example. Then if you are talking about what you're going to present in that video, you can simply take here the bullet point list. Then we're going to say that this video gonna have 4 point. We can just select 4 point right here, then increase the spacing between all of them. Maybe we want to place that in the center of the screen, so it's like very obvious and easy to read. We want to make sure that it's adjusted to our branding. Let's say we are using yellow. Well, we're going to do exactly the same thing here. We're just going to select here the bullet point. We're going to go over to the color, and then here, instead of blue, we're just going to select yellow. We can make sure that it's matching exactly the one we have on screen. So I'm going to use the picker right here, then take that, pick the yellow color, and we're going to do that for the other blue part in the title, which is this one. Take the picker, change the color. Obviously now the white doesn't pop up as much, so we're going to switch that color to black. So I'm simply going to go over to the bullet point section and then here switch from white to black, and it will change that for all of the text. Now you have your intro, then you have the explanation of what's going to be presented in that video. If, for example, right now the black background doesn't work so much for you, you can reuse the other one that we were using before and make some modification to it. So here, if we were to switch, for example, the power blend and then maybe the angle and then the size, we are already getting a different type of background compared to what we use at the beginning. Then let's say you want to start your narrative and explain that you made a research about a certain topic. Well, you can simply insert the Google search part, replace that to whatever text you want right here, like how can I edit in DaVinci Resolve, or whatever topic you want to expose. Then here we're just going to switch from the full screen to then text follow max, move a few frames forward, and whenever that's done, I'm just going to switch from this text follow max to then cursor focus. And here we go. Now we have a quick introduction to our video. Then let's say a bullet point explanation of what we'll see in that video. And then a quick research about a specific topic on Google. And we've just done that literally in 5 minutes. That's the entire goal, is to save you time and make you more efficient while retaining a clean look, so the speed doesn't come at the quality of your videos. Again, there is individual tutorial for each of those assets with a link in the description below. And if you enjoy any of the assets that you've seen in this video, well, you can check the full bundle on our website that have over 400 different assets like this with the same degree of customization to help you enhance the quality of your storytelling in just a few clicks. You'll see all of the assets are cohesive and working very well with each other, so you don't have to worry too much about the look of it. You'll find background, infographic, typography, bullet point, timeline, and so on that are all working well together and that you can mix and match as much as you want. You can find the bundle on our website at videoeditorstudio.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Speed up your workflow and create better videos using the pack available on our website, including titles, transition, and templates built only for DaVinci Resolve. Get started today by downloading our free starter pack that contains over 150 elements. Link in the description below or at videoeditorstudio.com.